gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We have our 3000-meter steeplechase medalist with us this evening. We have our gold medalist, Emma Coburn from the USA. Our silver medalist, Courtney Frerichs from the USA also. And our bronze medalist, Hyvin, Kiyeng, Jepkemoi. So, we're going to open the floor to questions. We have a couple of microphones. Please raise your hand and we will pass the microphone to you. Larry in front.
Larry with RunBlogRun. Congratulations, Courtney and Emma and Hyvin. And Emma and Courtney, I think most of the Americans will already have a heart attack during that race. Could you all just tell us how it developed, especially over that last kilometer?
Yeah, I mean, my plan was to just stick with this girl, and she's usually tactically pretty calm and pretty excellent. So the plan was to just stay attached as long as I could, and not, you know, the Kenyans typically have a really strong middle kilometer, and I often stay a little bit more passive that K. So Joe told me to stay on it as long as I could and not relax that second K. And I kept waiting for it to feel bad and waiting to struggle, and I just zoned out and felt great. And then Joe also told me the last water jump to really be powerful and use good form, and so I took that water jump feeling good, and the last 80 meters just felt great and was expecting someone to come up alongside me, so I saved an extra gear for that, but crossed the line first and turned around and saw Courtney and was pretty surprised that we went 1-2. It was, you know, a dream come true.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so Jerry and Pascal had told me my fitness had just really come along since our US championships, and they felt that I was ready to give myself a chance at going with Emma, and they knew she was going to run a smart race. She's so tactically sound, technically sound, and so I trusted them, and I gave myself that chance, and with a K to go, they said if I could just stick with her, I might smell something special, and I think I started to feel like something special was happening, and having her there, having Emma there was just very comforting, because I've looked up to Emma for a long time, and so it made it feel like we were going to do this together. And like she said, going into that last lap, I think we both know our last 400 is one of our strong points, and especially because I think we're both technically very sound, and that last water jump was huge, and being able to follow her back was huge the whole time.
We were talking in the call room, or in the Team USA tent before the race, about when we first raced each other and back in college, and Courtney, you know, qualifying for regionals and the first time in racing me, and it was just really fun to kind of reflect on what a journey it's been for both of us to get here. And we didn't have this conversation with plans that we'd be 1-2 today, but you know, it's Team USA is having such a great meet, and it's been fun to contribute to that with someone who I've been racing for years.
Question there, please? Just wait for the mic. Thank you.
Thanks. Hi, Eddie Pels from AP, also to Emma and Courtney. It's not just you, obviously a lot of distance runners from the US are doing very, very well. Can you explain it? 10 years ago, maybe even 5, this would not have happened.
Yeah, I think the biggest factor is just consistency. We've all been training for years and racing at this level for years, and you know, when we're at these championships, Team USA medical staff and, you know, everyone involved is so detail oriented, and they take such good care of us, and having them on site makes a big difference, and then having the years of, you know, being at this level really helps. We've been through the we've been through the ringer, and just it takes a few years before you really get out there feeling like it's your race and feeling confident. But yeah, I can't totally explain why Team USA is crushing, but I think the consistency has to do with it.
I think this year in particular, just the momentum that's been building too. Being able to watch, in particular, like Jenny come away with the silver with that huge last 50 meters, and then my own teammate Amy Craig has been such a big inspiration for me this meet, seeing that level of grit she was able to find and toughness in that marathon. I told myself after that happened that I wanted to find that level of toughness that she did, whether that meant top 5, whether that meant just a PR, I didn't know what it meant. I wanted to find that, and Evan as well, so I feel like this meet alone, particularly in the distance, there's just so much momentum that you can't not step out there and feel like you want to contribute something.
Another question?
Thank you. Emma, in Sacramento, you and I had a discussion about your Olympic race, and I had described your move into the bronze medal position as a move of a lifetime, and perhaps that description turns out to have been premature. For both you and Courtney, for all three, what was the moment, other than crossing the finish line, that you knew you were a medalist here today?
Do you want to start? At what moment did you know you were a medalist? Today.
I think I knew I can go to medalist after the last barrier, because I was I think the last 400 days was not so, because even the base was not so easy, because to be run 902 in championship is not it's a tough race. So I think the last 400 told me at the bell that we were almost the 6, so I think the race would be, the last 400 would be very fast.
Yeah. For me, it was really not until 200 ago that I thought I'd be a medalist, or, you know, I think I was in maybe 4th with 300 ago when Courtney came up and passed me and gave me a little extra boost of momentum, and I wanted to keep another gear for that last water jump, and so at that point I was feeling strong, and then maybe with 200 to go, I thought I could be a medalist, and then when I came out of the water jump, I thought I could win this. And it wasn't until, the last, 80 meters, once I cleared that last barrier, that I thought, oh, I might win this. So it was late for me.
I think going to the last 400, I looked up and saw there were 5, and I was like, wow, like something special could really happen. But I know at that point all of us have a really strong last 400, and I decided to just go for it at 250 because I knew I needed to push then. And then at 200, I kind of felt that same sensation that I had at the U.S. Olympic trials last year, where it was like, I didn't come here to get 4th. I can taste the medal, and I'm going to go for it. And I knew that I could have a really strong last water jump and a last barrier, because my technique is my strength, and I think I knew at that point that I could pull it off.
Ashley, sorry. Question here, please.
This question, especially to Courtney. Your personal best before today was 9:19, and you were going like a 3:02 and 6:03. Did you realize how fast you were going?
I think at 2K was when I realized I wasn't paying attention to the clock. And normally, if I cannot look at the clock, it's a good thing. That means I'm really just zoned out and engaged in the race. And I saw the 6:03, and in my head I was like, oh wow, I could run 74s from here on out, and I'll break 9:10. But my last few workouts, I was able to comfortably run 72, 73 pace for 1Ks and 1200s and 800s, and so we knew I was closing in on breaking 9:10, and so that was kind of the goal, and 9:03 was a little shock.
Question here.
Emma and, Emma and Courtney, obviously in championship races, what you're interested in is getting a medal, and the times are kind of secondary, but you just ran 9:02 and 9:03. So that 9-minute barrier is a big difference from 9:07 and 9:19. Would you comment on that at all?
I have to give Joe a lot of credit because he's kind of a no-nonsense guy, and he doesn't BS. And he was telling me, we went up to Crested Butte, my hometown, for May, the month of May, and we were training, and you know, I had some really tough, long workouts, you know, like mile time trials and really difficult stuff. And the whole time we were up there, he would just say 9 minutes, 9 minutes, 9 minutes. And he got that in my head that that's something I'm capable of. And, you know, someone can tell you that, and depending on who that person is, you'll believe it. And lucky for me, I believe when Joe says that. And so, yeah, this was a great race to come close to that, and I think I'm capable of it. But time doesn't matter today, you know, it's all about the medals. And when I saw the time, I was pretty stoked, but you know, if I ran 10 minutes and was world champion, I'd be just as happy as 9:02. So I'm gonna go to bed happy tonight. If I go to bed at all, I'm pretty fired up.
Question over there,
What-
please.
Well,
Follow up with Courtney.
Oh, I'm so
That's
sorry,
okay.
Courtney.
Yeah, definitely. I think after last year when I saw Emma run the 9:07 and I was coming off a 9:20, coming out of the NCAA, I felt like in the US we were getting close to that 9-minute barrier, and I told myself if Emma doesn't do it first, I wanted to go after that. And yeah, after today, I think that we're knocking on the door, and I think it's absolutely a possibility, especially if we can get in a race that goes out in 6:5 instead of 6:03. We're talking a half a second a lap now, which is kind of mind-blowing.
Okay.
2 questions. Hyman, what do you think about the Americans going 1-2? What do you think the difference was between them and you today? And then Courtney, did you ever think about winning the race?
So,
What do you think about America going 1-2 today, getting the gold and the silver? And what do you think? Why do you think they were able to come out ahead of you?
I think for that I can say, you know, championship is it's not like Diamond League, so even I think even for Emma is I think personal best. So you know, today there was no pacemaker, so everybody was trying to do her best. So even the race I think it was not so easy because it was very tough. 9:02 in championship is not easy. So I think for today I can say the race was not easy because even for the last 800 meters I was seeing we were still almost 6 or 7 in the group. So I knew the last stage would be not easy for everybody. So for US team, I think we say you are in good shape now because even to run 9:02, 9:03 is still very, very fast.
Yeah, did you ever let your mind think about you could win the race today?
At 2:50 to go, I think I actually might have pulled up and matched someone into the lead, and for a split second that crossed my mind, and I knew I needed to start going from that point to put myself in the best position to place as high as possible, whether that meant first, second, third, or fourth. So absolutely, I think at that point I did go for the win, and yeah.
Okay, this question right there.
This is a question for the bronze medalist. You don't look happy. How are you feeling right now?
I feel happy because because I'm very happy because I'm still in bracket medal. I was not expecting, but I expected now because even the base was not so easy. I think I tried my best. Yeah.
The question for Emma is a Jamaican girl. I shall congratulate you, very enthusiastic. You trained together, or you close friends? What was the reason?
Yeah, Aisha and I trained together. She moved to Colorado, where I trained in January. She and her husband moved out, and we've been training together ever since. And you know, she's now one of my closest friends and is an incredibly positive person. She pushes me every day. She unfortunately had a little injury during the prelim, and so wasn't able to, you know, race today, the race that she's capable of. But she's an incredible support. And you know, I love her so much, and getting to celebrate with her and give her hugs was was really special, and I knew that she was very proud of me, even though she was, you know, hurting and sad for her own race.
For Emma, congratulations. How do you celebrate your victory?
Well, we all go to drug testing right now, just super fun. And then I don't know. You know, we're all so focused on what we're gonna do before 9:25 p.m. tonight. That's when the gun went off. And so, long term, I have a wedding to plan. Joe and I are getting married in October, and a charity race to plan, and you know, there's a lot going on, but tonight I don't quite know how we'll celebrate, but the fall is gonna be super fun. Lots of parties.
Maybe this evening with a plate of pasta. Or
Yeah,
pizza.
Courtney really loves ice cream, so maybe we'll go out and get some ice cream.
All right, thank you very much, medalists, and congratulations. And we'll let you go off to Kiyeng.